going on, guys? Just want to get on and do kind of a quick thank you to the Brooklyn Prepper and I Am One Ugly Guy, and give you guys a little update and welcome the new subs. I normally don't greet everybody per person that subs because a lot of times people will sub me and then they're gone, so I can't keep track and I don't have time. So the people that are here and stay, welcome. If you want to know what this channel is about, it's not just solely prepping, but mostly, as my life has kind of leans more and more to that area. And many of the people that are subscribed to me are in the prepping community, so it leans a lot into prepping, of course. It's part of my life. And there's other aspects too, because life shouldn't be prepping alone, and I've never set out to get anything in particular with this channel. It's just kind of, it's turned into a way to meet people. It's really is a social site, which I never thought. I always thought it was just something you watch, but there's a whole community, and I met some really good people, and those people that are One Ugly Guy and the Brooklyn Prepper, to name a few. I just wanted to say thank you to both of them for their contribution, and it went really well for those who saw the the videos either on either of their channels promoting the get-together. Every chair was filled, which was cool because the first time we still had some empty chairs, and although I went way too long, I don't know what I was thinking about doing, trying to fit in a bug out presentation in 30 minutes. I must have been out of my mind. There's so much involved. So I don't know if I might do a whole soup to nuts tutorial on bug out bags, all that I've learned, and share it on here. If you guys want me to do it, I'll do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to even post how I'm going to do excerpts from the Get Out Safe store. I'm not going to make it a huge like part 1, 2, and 3 because it's just going to get ridiculous, and I don't have that much time to work on that stuff. So it was good. I feel people really learned. One thing that the Brooklyn Prepper brought up is he was happy to see a lot of couples, and I agree. It was awesome. It was just a lot of good-natured people. It just solidifies what I know, and most of you know, that the prepping community is a giving community. It's just a good-hearted group of people that really are setting out just to help, putting ourselves on the line. There are some other interesting things that happened. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to ever say it on here. I got to talk to Brooklyn Prepper on that one. I don't know if I should say. Just something that happened between him and another person that was at the store, so to speak. That's as far as I'm going to go on it. But it was interesting, and it's what separates the two type of preppers. You have preppers who want to help and believe in community and rebuilding community if something of a significant nature or event happens, which brings us to some kind of raw situation. That there will be builders, and then there's going to be takers. There's going to be that other group that focuses on always constantly training with weapons, which is not a bad thing, but not even bothering buying food or anything because they believe that they're going to go and take what they need. So there's that crowd, and I know for a fact that's not part of the crowd I would ever be on and can't be on, not just based on my beliefs and what you see on my channel. Obviously, it's not the Christian way to go about things. Anyway, before I go into like a 12-minute ramble, just want to say thank you to you guys, and Kathy and Frank were really pleased with how everything went, and that's what it really was kind of focusing on the store. And then getting people to meet up there, but also giving them a chance to peruse through the store and support that store, the Get Out Safe store. It's very important, this type of store, one that's not you know, connected to some big corporation or anything. It's the mom and pop type store that's trying to just make it, you know, with not only a great idea, but it's a service. It's not just a store, it's a service. And so it was good. It was good to see them happy. You know, it got them some business, and I hope this thing continually grows. Brooklyn Prepper and I were discussing like what we were going to do next, and we want to try to always make sure it's when One Ugly Guy's in town, and we'll just keep this going, hopefully. And I don't know how many people subscribed. I know Hobo Prepper was one. I didn't get to meet you, so I'm not sure which person you were, but welcome, and thank you for the comment. Because I really didn't know how well my presentation went, because I didn't follow my notes whatsoever. I tried to, but I usually need things typed up when I do presentations, and I didn't have time to do that. And apparently One Ugly Guy was trying to signal me that I was going over the 30 minutes, which apparently I went a full hour. Sorry. So I'm thinking, I think I'm just going to do like a whole, maybe, I don't even know how many parts it would take to go into the bug out bag, and everything that I've learned that I would share with you, and all the items that I use. If you guys are interested in that, I will do that, and from soup to nuts. But that's up to you. Other plans that I'm going to do on the channel in the near future. You're going to see a couple of videos that I have that were from last year that I'm just kind of trying to clear out my queue and put up here, because some of the videos I put up here too is for me, you know, like for like kind of memories type of thing. Since I have limited storage, and although I can get all flash drives and put everything there, I can't be bothered. I'm way too busy, as I'm always way too busy with so many different things. So it's just, as far as I'm concerned, it'll be up on YouTube, and if the whole world falls apart, then oh well, then it won't be on YouTube. So you'll see some of those things, like my vacation from last year to Blue Mountain, and I'm going to start finally posting the book reports. There's a guy that I'm sub to, and he's sub to me. I found him through Lambdog. I think Lambdog76 is his name. And it's just, I read a lot. And whenever I get a chance, that's what I love, and I just can't get enough. And this guy is Lazy Gorillas, and he did this challenge like last year where you read 50 books within a year. Well, I did the challenge, but I never posted the videos. And some of the videos I never even made. So I have like a whole queue of like book reports, so to speak, or book reviews, based on that premise of the 50-book challenge that he put up. His new name is Bookworms, and is a link below. And he just focuses on books and reading and stuff. And I don't know, I find him very interesting, and I like his channel. I liked his channel as Lazy Gorillas, and I like his channel now. He's kind of got this dry sense of humor, and it's just a very interesting person. So I don't just always sub preppers per se, and you know, I sub things that are interesting to me, and mostly it is prepping. I mean, that's how I got into YouTube, because I was doing searches, survival, typing in survivalists, and then I think Such was the first guy that popped up, but I already told these stories about 1,000,000 times, so anyway, well, that's it. Welcome to the channel. One project I'm planning on doing is taking the bug out, what I call the bug out bag for the car. It's just simply the bug out bag, and then you have the get home bag, which is even lighter than the main bug out bag. Basically, the way I look at it, you have your home bug out bag, which is really the biggest one that you have, that would be by like your door in your house or whatever. That would be your main bug out bag. Then the bug out bag you have in your car, which is also got a lot of stuff in it, but basically smaller than what you have in the home bug out bag. And then it goes down to the get home bag, which would be a bag that you could take from car to car. Like my job, I have to jump into different vehicles, so I have to leave my car at work and jump into the work vehicle. And so it requires a lot of jumping around, so that's when I usually take the get home bag, because it's just easier to transport. And there's less in there that would have gotten me in trouble as with work. You know, work has certain rules you have to follow. So you can't have like some Crocodile Dundee knife strapped to the back driving around for the company. It's not going to fly and you can get in trouble. So you got to think of those things. So what I was thinking was doing, actually bugging out from work. Do a kind of a dry run. And use the maps, use all the stuff that I have, starting with the main bug out bag in my car, which is like about the 30-pound bag. And see how long it takes me. It's a practice route, and I'll film the whole thing. I don't know when that's going to take place, like how and when I'm going to do this, but it's definitely something I'm going to do. And if I'm going to do it, I might as well film it and post it here. It's something I've been wanting to do. I've done practice runs in my woods to see how well I can hold the weight, but this is going to be the first time where I actually throwing in some navigation where I have to literally, and I'm going to try not to use roads or anything. I'm going to try to cut through and use trails, because what I have is maps, actually the maps of what I do. I of course have a map of New Jersey, but I also have trail maps. You can get them in camping stores, or I don't know if you'd have them in Barnes & Noble, I doubt it. Camping stores like REI, they usually have trail maps for local areas. So I have the actual trail maps around the area where I work. And then I have the adjacent trail map that connects to that map, which continues to where I live. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to try to get there by not using the roads and just see how I fare. See how long it takes me. I'm going to time it. And I'm going to use all my stuff. And if I don't think it's going to take me. I think I'm going to get there in a day. I mean, come on. But who knows? Maybe I won't. Maybe I have to sleep outside somewhere. So that's what's going to happen. And you guys, I guess, will be the witness to that. Other projects, of course, the day, let's see, we're already 12 minutes in. Might as well give up. I'm just going to ramble forever. Day to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, which is one of the things I'm involved in. I'm involved with Israel advocacy and support, which is not a very popular theme among a lot of preppers out there, which I'm sure I'm going to see like subs drop like mad here. But it's based on not only based on what I feel is right, but it's based on my religious beliefs. And so that's starting up, so I don't know where that's going to take me. Usually I have to go and speak at different churches and stuff, so it's going to be a crazy year, and it's already beginning, and work is insane for me, which is always the case, but more so now because I'm still trying to learn how to do my job well. So it's I have to really put a lot of focus on that. So as far as prepping projects and whatnot, it's going to be few and far between as much as I can put up. If you see that there's nothing here for like a couple weeks, that's probably because I'm slammed busy really bad. So what else? I think that's it. I think that's all I got. And before this turns into a 15-minute vid, and we're already at 14. Well, again, thanks Brooklyn Prepper, thanks One Ugly Guy. Their channels are below. If you don't know them, sub them. They're just great channels. Brooklyn Prepper, he's one of those guys that he makes prepping fun, you know, and he's a funny guy, and he's a genuine guy, and he wouldn't steer you wrong, and he's just a good guy, and a really good prepper, lifelong prepper. And then I Am One Ugly Guy. Like I when the heck did you start prepping? I know you didn't. I don't know. I know we had this conversation, but I completely forgot. But he's been prepping for a while, and he also brings to the table a lot of different thoughts on prepping. A lot of times he'll think, put into some scenarios of what to think about along the lines of prepping, and throw questions out there and kind of get debates. And he also goes out there and meets a lot of the preppers that are on YouTube and gets to know them, and kind of creates, you know, he's kind of like the wandering prepper. He just brings the community together by going out there and meeting them. And I'm at 1527. So sub them, and I gotta get out of here before we get into 20 minutes and then I get made fun of by one ugly guy. Later, guys.